Dobra, wracamy. Dzień dobry i tak dalej. Siema.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
A właśnie, co dokładnie
What did you
słyszałeś?
hear?
Dr. Fillmore's report was quite thorough. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Gdzie? A właśnie, to potrzebujesz coś do reaktora?
Do you need more parts for the reactor? I could have gotten them while I was out.
No, but it is related in a sense. What should have been a simple situation has unfortunately become complicated. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
Czyli co, spierdolił?
He botched the job.
It is unclear exactly what happened, but at this time I am not concerned with placing blame. There was no indication that this would be a problem, but the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure they're nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and see that they all arrive back here safely. I'll be waiting.
No spoko, kurde, człowieku. Skoczymy sobie do pancerza w razie czego. Gdzie mam się dupnąć? Gdzie? Grey Garden? Gdzie to kurwa jest? A, tutaj gdzieś. Spoko. Skąd będzie najbezpieczniej iść? A, pójdziemy stąd. Zobaczymy, co tam się dzieje. Musi padać. Uhuhu. Wezmę, ale takie gówniane trochę. No wypuść mnie. O. Git. Co tam?
Thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Zacznijmy od tego skąd... Czemu?
How exactly did this happen?
I'm not suited for field work. I've said that over and over, and they sent me anyway. There was no indication that Wallace had been in contact with anyone or was aware that we might be watching him. If I'd known, I don't know. Maybe I'd have tried to handle things differently. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
Warto
If
chyba.
he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
Właśnie, to o co chodzi jeszcze z tą
What does
trzecią?
this Wallace guy have to do with Phase 3?
Wallace is, well, brilliant by all accounts. Like nothing we'd seen in the Commonwealth prior. He truly has a gift when it comes to theoretical physics. He'd be an asset to the Institute, specifically in getting the reactor running. With his help, we could accelerate the timetable immensely. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
Dobra.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Panie
Mr.
Wallace.
Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Wychilluj się.
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Uspokój
Just
się.
calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
Potrzebujemy twojej
The
pomocy.
Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
No, zbudujemy lepszy świat.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Ja będę
You're
miły.
help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Porozmawiaj z ojcem. No to kurde będzie... A, już nawet wiem co się będzie działo. No i teraz szybki powrót.
There's no need to look. I'm man enough to admit that I lost.
Papciu. Udało się.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
Doprowadźmy
Let's
to
just
do
get the rest
końca.
of it done.
Yes, quite. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
Right. Because no one up there suspects the Institute exists.
This is not a joke. There's been too much posturing by too many groups. The world needs to know that we are in power and the Commonwealth is ours. As the incoming director, it is your responsibility to lead, to establish that place for the Institute's future. Please take this seriously. We've
Dobra.
prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow this script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Father.
Jakiś skrypt dostałem. Serio? Jotka, kuźwa, te klucze to jest od zarąbania. Że coś się... No, taki sobie ten skrypt.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are. Here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in unnecessary difficulties for all parties. Rest easy. Know that the future is looking bright, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Chyba nawet lepiej brzmi.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
Jak zwykle. No, złapię trochę
I could use
powietrza.
some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Spoko. Zabieramy żółwika, że tak powiem. Pyk. Excuse me.
Holy shit.
Are you looking for someone?
Raz, dwa, trzy.
Let's try this. Maybe this goes here.
Nie.
Are you looking for someone?
Alright, in you go.
Nie, odwrotnie.
Are you looking for someone?
Masz taką kurde mocodawczą teraz Travis, że ja pierdzielę. Ciesz się. Teraz takie będzie skakanie pewnie. No i idziemy. O, rozdanie mi się skończył jeden. Oj, 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 oj. Z tamtej strony to lepiej wygląda.
Son,
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then. The transmitter has been modified.
Ta.
everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors.
This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all
Nie wiem, wolę
your
wejść
efforts,
w
the
tym.
time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind. Time's best. Thank you. All of you.
Sean,
Bujnęło się.
After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
No i co
now that
teraz?
the reactor works, what's next for the Institute?
We'll get to that. There's more
Ale
work to
wyje.
be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Spoko. Nie. Dobra, teleport.
I suppose I'll never be trusted again.
Dobra, idziemy na to spotkanie dyrektorów. Zobaczymy, co tam się będzie działo. I chyba to już będzie koniec.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Jakiś problem? Ja mogę hałasować, ile sobie zażyczę.
Can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Wyżej, wyżej. Dobra.
I couldn't be more pleased
May I be
with
the
Father's
first to
choice
welcome
for
you,
a new director.
We're looking forward to working with
Congratulations.
you.
No siema. Mówić do mnie to otwarcie. No,
I'm happy to be
dziękuję.
here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
A jaki mamy cel?
Where are you going with this? What's the Institute's goal?
Well, the Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
Skoro musi zniknąć, to lepiej szybko
I
i...
agree. We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Za i przeciw?
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth to aid in our operations. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
No zróbmy jak Chińczycy.
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have, the better off we are.
Well said. I'll see that the necessary steps are taken. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
Well, have you decided to get the evidence from Virgil's lab? Or is this just another waste of my time?
Ciągnij. Już nie chcę cię w bractwie stali. Jeszcze nie wylazł? O cię huk. I muszę tak biegać. Mogłeś chociaż tutaj dojść.
There you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
Czasem tak trzeba.
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going.
You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the railroad in order to first reach the Institute.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
A jakie to właśnie ma znaczenie?
Does it matter? What are you getting at?
I think it's obvious. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, the railroad must be eliminated. Completely. As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
No czemu nie?
Take care of them.
Good. Good. I don't enjoy asking you to put yourself in harm's way.
but this is so important.
Mogę się stąd teleportować? Mogę od razu tam wskoczyć? A, nie mogę stąd. Teraz zobaczymy, czy mogę tam wskoczyć.
But there's really no other way.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin.
Ale wezmę kijaszek. Z kijaszkiem robią się magiczne sztuczki. Od razu. Od razu wejdę do nich i spuszczę w pierdol. Oj, 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 oj. Cześć.
Something on your mind? You don't look so good.
The Institute has ordered me to kill you. All of you.
I guess they consider us a real threat after all. I suppose we should be flattered. So really, the question is, what are you going to do about it?
A jak myślisz?
We'll have to die.
Huh. Deacon vouched for you. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. Or you. We're not going down without a fight.
Spoko. Ty dostajesz pierwsza, ty dostajesz druga, ty dostajesz trzeci, kolejny. Tam jeszcze jest ktoś? Że ich zabrał, kurde, minigana tamtej. Papa. Już? Okej. Daj mi to. Chcę te unikalne ciuchy. Będę miał na pamiątkę. Jak się, kurde, ta grafika posypała. Jeszcze gdzieś był doktorek. Ty masz coś ciekawego? Nie. To co, wracamy.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Our
Siema,
technology must
doktor.
seem pretty advanced by your standards.
No, papcio, co tam?
The work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
To raczej chyba nie ma znaczenia, co?
It needed to be done, and so it's done.
Make no mistake. It's never that easy. Not for any of us. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Sure. There's always one last thing.
You're not wrong, I suppose. There will always be issues that need to be dealt with, but this is something else entirely. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them, before they can destroy us.
To dzisiaj mamy ostatni odcinek. Jakie jest ryzyko?
I don't know if that's a good idea. They're well fortified. Attacking them would be risky.
It's necessary. That's all that matters. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here.
There are more of them out there in the world, Father. And they too will come for us.
Jakiś
You
plan?
have something in mind if that happens.
I'd like to prevent it from happening in the first place. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
Czyli co? Robimy atak?
So we're just going to attack them.
There's a plan that's a little more involved than that. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
Aha. Czyli wskakujemy w to, idziemy do Dr. Lee, później idziemy to naprawić i robimy rzeźnię. Mam jakiś punkt? Nie, szkoda. Siema, doktor.
I thought I was clear. Bring me the evidence, and I'll consider returning to the Brotherhood.
Deal.
All right.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
It's time. Czy po prostu załatwienie bractwa?
What have you got to help me with Liberty Prime?
It's that time then, is it? Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
Aha.
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
Czyli wchodzimy drogą lądową.
Sounds like a ground assault will be necessary then.
Maybe, but not just that. They'll be somewhat prepared for it. So the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you in to a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
A cały plan?
That can't be the whole plan.
No, it's just the first part. Your job then is to get closer to the main camp. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
Że co to?
Oh, you'll like this. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can log onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Oh, great. The day is won. I can see it now.
We'll see what you think when you're neck deep in Brotherhood soldiers. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
Jakieś szczegóły?
Well, you kind of do, because it's the whole point of this. Dr. Lee?
Yes, well, the Brotherhood discovered him. An old pre-war military project that never saw the light of day due to power problems that couldn't be solved. With my assistance, they were able to get his reactor running and use him against their enemies.
A co takiego zrobiłaś?
What did you do?
I designed and oversaw the building of the reactor that ultimately solved the power problems. The point here is that in designing the power system for the robot, I had full knowledge of every onboard system. I know exactly what it is capable of and precisely how to exploit those capabilities.
We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
With Liberty Prime on our side, that'll give us a hell of an advantage.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the Commonwealth. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
Ewentualny plan B?
Got a plan B?
We don't need a plan B. This will work. Anything else?
Opowiedz mi jeszcze o robocie.
They'll be destroyed along with the rest of the Brotherhood.
Wsparcie.
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them. And I do mean everything.
Okay.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please...
Robimy mały wrzut, powrót. Nie sądziłem, że to będzie tak szybko. No ale kurde, jak już się rozbujałem z tym kijem. Dobra, wracam za chwilę. Robię sobie naprawy, pozbieram rzeczy, które mogą mi być potrzebne. I widzimy się w sumie w następnym odcinku, bo... albo nie.
You're making it damn hard for me to believe you're someone I should trust. You can start by proving you're on the right side. Wipe out those ratings instead of helping.
No, taban.
I don't think we were done.
Co ty tam co ty tam pod nosem pierdzielisz? Nie, mój tutaj, co? Czemu miałbym ich zlikwidować?
Betray my friends?
If you consider that kind of scum friends, then I don't see much point in talking to you. You're making it damn hard for me to believe you're someone I should trust. You should start by proving you're on the right side. Wipe out those ratings.
Nie.
Instead of helping.
Dobra, tu w sumie będzie przystanek, bo muszę to przejrzeć, nie to. Dobra, możemy jechać. No, 43 minuty. Tam się obskoczy w pół godzinki, myślę. I mamy zakończoną grę. Jeszcze sobie ustawię. O. Ojejku, ile ja tego mam. Dobra. Cudownie. Teleportacja!
Target down. Over here! Over here!
Moment. Mam jeszcze jakiś granat syntka? Nie.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea.
Moment, jeszcze nikomu nie przełożyłem. No. Jak dobrze pójdzie, to nawet mnie nie atakują. Przepuśćcie mnie. Nawet mnie nie atakują. Ty nie przesadzaj, kurwa, sobie rakietnicą. Gdzie to jest? A, tam gdzieś. Okej. Wszyscy mają mnie w dupie. Nie. Raz. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7. Macie. Pani się odsunie. A, to był mój. No, gdzie jesteś? Jezu, przesuń się. Gdzie jest ten kurde syntek? Boże człowieku, idź! Idź! Idź!
Contact detected. Possibly.
O Boże.
Proceeding to target.
Serio? To działa dobrze.
Proceeding to target. With extreme prejudice. Initiating transfer. Please defend.
Core systems. Initializing. Hostile software detected. Communist subversion likely.
Cześć! Rozbieram się jak nie wiem.
Targeted. Parameters. Offline. Recalibrating.
Combat initiated.
O, goryla. Spoko. Skąd do mnie strzelają? Łap! O nie, nie, nie. Ty giniesz. I chcę twoje graty. Chodź tu. Chcę to. Chcę rdzenie, chcę to. E, 9. Zaraz wracam. Właściwie to... Co to jest, kurwa? A po co ja będę, kurde, wyrzucał śmieci? Pijemy wszystko, co mam. I nałogam. Na sam koniec. Trzydzieści siły. 30 siły. Moment. To jest wymaksowane. Jeszcze weźmiemy to. $705 tym kijem. Są to atomu 500, 600, 1000. Miecz cudów. Czy tam cudowny miecz? Jestem niezabijalną maszyną. Gdzieś miał jeszcze tego laserowego minigana. Ja chcę tego laserowego minigana mu zajebać jeszcze. A, jeszcze dance jest, dobra. Coś się gliczuje. Przepraszam. I ty byłeś też syntkiem. Właściwie to wiesz co? Oddaj mi ten kaptur. Tego jeszcze nie mam w kolekcji. Mam jeszcze jakieś granaty? No, jeszcze trochę. O, zajebali cię. No idź, idź.
Finalizing upload in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Operation complete.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected. Aerial incursion by communist forces cannot succeed. Initiating directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Jakieś uwagi?
Hello.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Czyli co, wracamy A jest. Co, ucinasz sobie drzemkę, co?
Hello, Sean.
Ah. There you are. I've already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but I'm glad you're safe.
No w sumie sporo za to zapłaciliśmy.
One hell of a cost.
They left us no choice. Remember that. There will always be difficult decisions to make. Allie has always been loyal to the Institute. And to me. You can rely on her for help. Once I'm gone, it's all up to you.
No, zrobię co się da.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Don't worry about me. You need to look ahead. Focus on the future. Our time together has been strange, hasn't it? I spent years wondering what you were like. Thinking about all we missed out on. I want you to know that I'm grateful for the time we've had.
Szkoda, że nie było więcej.
I wish we had more time.
The time has been short, yes. But it's better than no time at all. Thank you, Father. You've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant. And the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
No i w ten właśnie sposób wszystko się skończyło. Ja zostałem dyrektorem. Profesor Garvey mnie nie Te efekty będą jeszcze schodzić przez jakiś czas. Profesor Garvey mnie nienawidzi, bo pomagałem tym jak oni tam mieli bandytom. Jest dobrze. Dużo jeszcze tych efektów w sumie zostało. No, jeszcze trochę. No więc można powiedzieć, że w tym momencie, nawet nie można powiedzieć, ale skończyliśmy historię pana Dragona. Pan Dragon sobie polatał, pomordował, pobawił się kijaszkami, poużywał ładunków wybuchowych, został przywódcą bandytów, zniszczył całą Arkadię, cały Far Harbor w sumie. I chyba czas, żeby ta postać przeszła już na emeryturę. A więc odstawiamy pancerz, odwieszamy kijaszek na... jak to się mówi? Przerzuć mi kamerę. Odwieszamy kijaszek na ścianę. I kończymy. Przygoda tego pana dobiegła końca. Bardzo po... Jeszcze się podkłada tą zbroję Maxona gdzieś. I to będzie wszystko, co ja tutaj zrobię. A więc tak, to kończymy. Co będzie dalej? Nie wiem, może sobie z tydzień przerwy zrobię w filmach. To chyba będzie dobry pomysł. Odpocznę sobie, złapię perspektywę, co chcę zrobić. No. Złapię perspektywę, co chcę zrobić i dopiero będziemy jechać. Chyba że coś wymyślę po drodze. A na razie trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia w następnych odcinkach. Siema.